friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zoe and I'm very happy to have you here. So as we know, 2020 was a thing that happened and everyone dealt with it differently. As the people who know me can probably attest, I've been pretty hardcore about isolating and staying safe. And as a result, I've been pretty lonely and depressed and even really just sick of myself. I'm glad I did it. I made the choices that felt right for me and I back them 100%. I would do it all over again, but it still wasn't fun. But now things are opening up again and that's really scary. On one hand, I'm dying for human interaction. On the other, I'm terrified of seeing people again. So it's the time. I don't know if you're having trouble adjusting to this as well, but here are some of the ways I'm coping with it and just the general way that I'm approaching this new transitional period. Okay, so like many people, my first priority coming out of quarantine was getting my freaking hair cut. Sometimes I start getting really down on myself for my appearance, and then as soon as I get a haircut, like 90% of my self-esteem issues are just resolved. Maybe that's too much power to put in the hands of my hair, but at least acquiring this knowledge has given me the keys to my own happiness. Just make sure the hair is good and I'll feel better. I've also been going on a lot more walks. I'm not much of an exercise person. I find it really difficult to work out just for the sake of working out, but I think movement is really important, and taking some time just to move my body and be alone with my thoughts is invaluable. Plus, nature is beautiful, and being surrounded by trees, it just does something for me.
Hello, it is a beautiful Saturday morning. It is incredibly windy. I have my iced coffee and it's not a stinking hot day and it's beautiful. Walking because I felt like I could today. I woke up this morning with this feeling that, oh, I can do anything today. A lot of the days I wake up and I feel really tired, like, oh my god, I have the energy for one thing. And today I was like, I can do 4 things, at least. So here I am, disturbing the squirrels. There's a bunny. There's a bunny. Oh, there was straight up a bunny, but these kids chased it away.
Lastly, I'm trying to eat healthier. Food is my joy in life, and it also brings me a great deal of comfort. I will never fully restrict anything that I'm eating unless it's like genuinely making me sick. But I know I can certainly make some progress in eating more of the green stuff. And let me tell you, the absolute biggest piece of advice I would give to anyone who's trying to build a new habit: make it as easy as possible. It takes plenty of mental energy just to incorporate a new habit into your life. If you make it overly complicated and uncomfortable, you're not going to stick to it. Do whatever is easiest for you. If you want to buy bagged salads, go for it. Pre-chopped veggies, live your life. For me, the thing that makes it easy for me to eat my greens is a delicious smoothie.
This is how to make the smoothie that I make just about every morning. So I start with a handful of kale, about 1 leaf or 1/4 of the way up the cup, then a handful of spinach, and half an avocado. Please try adding avocado to your smoothie. It makes them so thick and so delicious. Then I add a banana. Hopefully yours is a little less ripe than mine. And then I top it off with some frozen mixed fruit, probably about 3/4 of a cup. I really don't measure this. Then I add a spoonful of yogurt, doesn't matter which kind. And because I use a NutriBullet, I have a maximum line and I just fill my water up to that line. But I did measure it for you and it's 1 1/4 cups of water if you're using a regular blender. spoon of milled flaxseed, and that just adds a little extra protein and some fiber. Then I screw the lid on tight and blend it up.
Hardly even tastes like leaf. Another habit I've been trying to form for, forever, is journaling. For the past few weeks, just about every day, I've been writing an entry in my journal, just taking that time with myself to actually focus on me and what's going on in here, the head and the heart. That's what this is. I've also started something that I'm ashamed to say I've always thought was incredibly cheesy, but I have started gratitude journaling. Every morning after I make my smoothie, I sit down and I write out 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'd bought a separate journal for this just to make sure I would really do it. And I make sure that I focus on each thing as I write it down and really feel the gratitude for it. I'm getting older and hopefully wiser, and I think I'm finally understanding that happiness is created from being content as you are right now, with the things that you have right now, and not waiting until you have something else to be happy. And cultivating happiness is something that comes with practice, so this is how I'm practicing that. Happiness as a skill. And I don't mean to brag, but I think it's working. Seeing people re-entering the world. The scariest part of this is actually the thing that's helping me the most. Seeing friends and family, spending time together, laughing together, getting to form new memories instead of just replaying the same ones in my head over and over again. Being reminded that there's still life to live. For a long time, I stopped making plans because everything changed. Everything was taken away. All senses of normalcy just gone. I felt like I was in a timeout. I felt like I had no control over my life. But now that control is being put back into my hands, and I am so out of practice for what to do with it. I have no idea what's going to happen next, if things are going to keep getting better or if we're going to be shoved back into another lockdown. Either way, I'm feeling alive and awake again for the first time in so many months, and I don't want to lose that feeling. I can't control what's going to happen in the future, but I can control what's happening right now. And I'm going to take advantage of every moment of this time that I can. And I hope you do too. If you like this video, please like it. And if you like me, please subscribe, and then you'll get to see lots more of me. Thank you for being here. It means the world to me. I'll see you next time. I hate the sounds of the traffic so much. Will you please be quiet? I'm trying to film a video.